everyone! So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some amazing and awesome updates. I finally finished a project and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. And also too, I kind of feel like I'm rocking Texas hair because my hair is curled and it's kind of bigger than normal. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of having those Texas vibes even though I'm not even from here, but I live here. So maybe it's actually getting to me and maybe I'm becoming a true Texan. Who knows? But anyway, like I said, I have a lot of fun things to share with you guys, and I actually made a list because I feel like lately in my videos I'm forgetting to tell you guys things. So I want to make sure I'm very detailed in my videos. So I actually made a list. So I'm going to be following my list very closely and hopefully I won't get off on too many bunny trails. But let's get started. So the first thing I have to share with you guys, yes, the ends are not tucked in quite yet. I'm going to do that later. But I finished my friend's baby blankets. I did. So this is what it looks like. Oh, you guys are probably not going to be able to see this whole thing. But I am so excited about it. It is definitely a little bit of a heavier blanket, but I think that's going to work out well because it is the beginning of October. We're going to be heading into the cooler months, so I think it'll actually be a really good blanket for winter time. And I finished, let's see, where's my marker? So here is my marker right here, and I finished up the whole thing this past week. I did nothing but crochet this week, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit hard because I'm a true knitter at heart. So crocheting all the week and not knitting at all was a little bit hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely hard for me. But let me tell you guys some details about this blanket. So first things first, this is not my pattern. I used the Attic 24. I used her ripple blanket pattern because I love how hers, the edges are straight. I feel like her ripple pattern is the only one I found that the edges truly are straight and it doesn't pucker. There's no bubbles in the ripples. It lays flat and it's such a beautiful ripple pattern. So you may kind of see it, and it's not like a dramatic ripple at all. I mean, I know there's some that are almost more chevron, honestly, but this is not a dramatic ripple, but it is still a true ripple, so it's still really pretty if you're looking for that ripple pattern. I could not honestly recommend this enough because it is such a good ripple pattern. It's free. You can find it on her blog. She tells you how many to chain and for the stitch pattern, which is awesome, and she even tells you suggestions on different sizes for different types of blankets for like throws. And I think she actually has a blanket pattern on her blog where she actually tells you how many to chain and everything like that, and you can follow her actual blanket pattern. But I just used it to create this really cute baby blanket. It's 35 inches wide and it's about 37-ish inches tall, and I just think it's the perfect size for a baby blanket. I cannot remember how many I chained. I can look at that and I can always post it later. I might end up putting a little update on my blog and kind of share the details there. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that because I can put that together if you guys really do want to know what I did to create this baby blanket. So the yarn I used, I have talked about in my other videos. I've mentioned I use Lion Brand's Feels Like Butter yarn, such a cute name. I used 3 different colors. I used lemon, which is the yellow color. Let me see if I don't remember what the pink is called. Let me see, we got lemon. Did I only save the lemon labels? I feel like that's all I saved. Dusty blue and dusky pink. Okay, so those are the colors I used. So the lemon color, I used a big skein of, which is, let's see, that's gonna be 9.7 ounces or 590 yards, 275 grams. I used pretty much a full one of that, but then I ended up having 2 smaller skeins of a different dye lot. So on one of the stripes, I had just this little bit left of that big skein, but I switched over to this one because they're different dye lots, but the color, the pink and the blue, are going to separate them, so I wasn't worried about it. They're close enough, but yet if they were together, you'd be able to tell that they were different dye lots if they were on the same stripe. So I used up a whole little skein also, and the smaller skeins, those are going to be 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 218 yards. So this definitely is a heavier yarn, just letting you know. As you can tell kind of by the grams, it's 100 grams, but yet it's only 218 yards. So it definitely is kind of a thicker yarn. It is a worsted weight yarn. I decided I like this yarn because it is super soft. It is very soft. It's very baby yarn in that softness. It's not baby yarn in the way of lightness though. So it's definitely going to be a heavier yarn. Like I said, it would be perfect for any winter baby blanket you're planning on making. They have beautiful colors, and these were the colors that I already owned, and I thought they would be perfect for a baby blanket for my friend. So that's why I chose these colors too. I had a couple other colors, but I wanted to do the yellow, blue, and pink. So I did use the most, obviously, of the yellow. So I have about a skein left of this. Honestly, I don't have that much left. I only used this for about 2 rows. And then on the dusty blue, I didn't even use a full skein, and this is what's left over of my first skein. I still have a whole other skein I'm probably going to get rid of, honestly, because once I use this yarn, I'm not going to use it again, so I probably will hand this off to a friend. But yeah, so this is what I have left of that. And then on the dusty pink, I had the bigger skein of the dusty pink, so it was the 9.7 ounces, and this is about how much I have of that. So it doesn't even feel like I might be halfway, maybe halfway through with it. I think there's more than half left of this. So honestly, it really did not use as much yarn as I thought it was going to use. I really thought I was going to be panicking with the pink especially, but not at all. It actually ended out really well, and so I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see. The size hook I used was in my tulip, and it's the size G or 4mm crochet hook. So this is what I used throughout the entire thing, and I just crocheted over my ends, and then I'm going to take a needle and sew back through them to make sure that they're nice and secure. I'm not going to do a border on it because I don't want to take away from the ripple pattern or from the colors. I want to keep it nice and simple, so there's going to be no border, but I do really like how it turned out, and I'm very, very happy with the end result. And like I said, I could not recommend this pattern enough. It is a great pattern. I'm actually using it to make my dog blankets, which I mentioned back a couple months ago that I'm making Lily, our dog, a blanket, and I'm also using the same ripple pattern. So I'll be still doing this ripple pattern, just in a different blanket. But like I said, I'm very, very excited to give this to my friend. I finished it just in time to give to my friend, so I'm super excited about that. But yes, so I finally finished it, and I'm so happy about it. Okay, so that is my only finished object for this video, but I wanted to mention some of my other whips that I'm working on, works in progress, and I actually just realized that I have one up there, but I'm just going to talk to you guys about it because I've shown it before. But I'm working on a little yarn cozy by Knitty Natty, is the pattern she made it, and it's just a cozy to help keep a cake of yarn where you can pull from the center of the cake, because a lot of times when we pull from the center of the cake will start to collapse, but the sleeve is supposed to kind of help it hold it in place, so you can pull from the middle, which makes it nice and easy. You don't have to pull from the outside of it. So I'm hoping to make a bunch of those to help, especially whenever I make socks. The ones I'm making are for 50-gram cakes, and the one I'm making I'm almost finished with because I really want to finish it so I can start my next pair of socks. And I'm using Silly Goose, a little yarn mini that I got from her back in January, well, end of December, for her party in a box. So it was a surprise little advent for the end of the year, so I ordered that from her, and I do really like the colors I end up getting from it, so that was exciting. So I've been using them slowly to make little yarn cozies out of them, but I think I'm going to take a break from the yarn cozies and go back to making socks, because nobody told me that it's Socktober. I had no idea. Sometimes I'm just oblivious to things, and I forgot that that was a thing. So I'm hoping to start a pair of socks sometime this month. Don't know when, but sometime this month. I have some old Christmas yarn that I want to use because I really want to perfect trying to find a sock pattern that fits my foot really well, and I need to work on my gauge because my gauge is a little too loose for socks. So I need to be a little bit more mindful whenever I make socks of having a correct gauge. So that's what I'm going to be working on for my Socktober, is making a kind of a perfect sock for me. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and I'll mention what else I'm going to be working on in the month of October. But my other whip is going to be, and I just want to apologize. I realized in my last video, my DFW video, I did not really talk in detail about my whips. I just kind of threw them out at you guys and then ended the video very quickly, and I don't really think that was the best way to show my whips. I want to be very detailed with you guys. So if you guys want to make them, or if you guys want to know more information about the yarn, anything like that, like, you guys can watch my videos and get good information from them. So I do apologize. I was very rushed in that video. I should have just made them 2 separate videos than trying to get it out so quickly. But I just wanted to say that in here. I do apologize about being very rushed. So I am making a mock neck tank top, and I mentioned this before that I'm going through old magazines and I'm pulling out some good patterns just because I've just been wanting to make some different items. I feel like I've been seeing the same items a lot on Instagram and things like that. Not that those are not good patterns, I just kind of wanted to make something different that I had not seen before. So I saw this and I just thought it was really pretty. It caught my eye, and this is what it looks like. So it's just a very pretty mock neck tank top, light sweater, which I think would be perfect for the holidays. And this is in this pattern is called Bird of Passage top. So I will hopefully, like I've mentioned in past videos, a lot of designers for magazines, it is their design, but usually they're not able to sell the pattern for a certain amount of time. So I'll see if I can find this pattern. This is a newer magazine in the past year or 2, so it might not be available for sale yet, but I'll at least link the designer down below for you guys and the name of the shirt, that if you guys do see it anywhere, you guys can also make it too. But I just think it's a very pretty shirt. I love that there's lace on the side of it. It's been really fun to work with, and I actually wanted to finish the body by the end of September. I wasn't able to do that because I was really focused on finishing the baby blanket for my friend, so that was way more important than me finishing up the body for my sweater. For this tank top, I should actually say. And so I did take out my marker, and I wanted to show you guys where I'm at with it. So this is as far as I got. So I only got about maybe an inch done, and I needed to finish 3 inches to finish the body. So I have about 2 to 2.5 inches left. But honestly, I started this last night. I moved my marker up last night to mark when I was going to be starting for this week, even though I was starting literally on Saturday of working on it. So getting that much done in one evening is pretty good, I would say. So I am happy with that progress. But like I said, I'm hoping to finish up the body still because I am going to be starting a new whip this Thursday. So I want to at least get maybe the body done before then, and maybe even get my yarn cozy done so then I can start my socks also for Socktober, since I did not realize that was a thing until I saw on Instagram yesterday everybody posting about it, and I was like, oh man, already? Like, I didn't realize there was a theme for October. But I am very happy with the way this is turning out. I love the lace detailing on the side. It's just been a very fun project for me to work on, and I'm very happy with it. And I'm using this very beautiful yarn from Destination Yarn. I believe it was from her Solar System collection. I can't remember exactly what it is called, but it's so pretty. I really like the yarn. I really like how this is turning out. So I'm very pleased with it. And like I said, I'm going to move my stitch marker back up, and we'll see how far I get this week. And hopefully next Sunday, I will be showing you guys, hey look, I got the body done and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully that will happen. If not, oh well, it's life. I mean, knitting's supposed to be enjoyable, not stressful, so if I don't reach that goal, that's okay. But yes, so that is that project I am currently working on. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the project I'm going to be starting this Thursday on October 5th, which if you guys, some of you guys probably already know about it, but is the Stephen West Mystery Shawl for 2023. And I decided last year, whenever I found out about it, because I'd never heard of it, and I decided last year, I was like, I'm going to do it next year. I want to do it. I've never done it before, and I think it'd be so much fun to do. So I bought my yarn at Fiber Fest, which I mentioned to you guys. And so this is what it looks like. And I finally decided the type of gradient I'm going to have it go. So my lightest color is going to be the coral, then I'm going to move to this beautiful yellow golden shade, then to this nice light green, and then it goes to the dark green. So I think that's how naturally it would go with colors. It would go from the pink to the yellow to the greens. So that's what I'm going to be going for, and I'm super excited. My mom and I are actually doing it together, so she's also going to be doing it, and I'm going to actually be vlogging the experience because I want to share it with you guys, because I work a full-time job and I know the shawl takes a lot of time to knit up, so I wanted to see how much time it truly does take up, especially with me working full-time. And so I wanted to vlog the experience, so I'm going to be doing that with my mom. My mom will also be in it, and she'll be sharing her experience in it too. And we're both, her and I both enjoy different types of knitting. So she does not like cables. I love cables. So we are different. She's learning Fair Isle. I haven't decided to learn Fair Isle yet. I think I'm going to learn that next year and learn about color work and all that next year, because I still have a lot of projects I want to finish this year. And so her and I definitely have different interests when it comes to knitting. We still love knitting the same types of things, but she's more adventurous in some areas where I'm adventurous in other areas. So I think it'll be very cool to see both our point of views on making the same shawl. And I had to convince her to make it, honestly, because she was really nervous that she was not a good enough knitter, which she's an amazing knitter. She just does not think of herself in that way. But she's a great knitter. She can knit very well, but she still feels like she's a beginner. She's not a beginner. So I'm like, you can do it. Like, we'll do it together. Like, if she doesn't know how to do something, I don't know how to do it, we'll watch the video and we'll figure out together. But like I said, I'm very, very excited to be doing this. And like I also said, I'll be vlogging the experience, so you guys will be doing it with us. And I probably won't show the mystery shawl in my weekly videos because I do not want to ruin it for anybody. I'm going to make a special video just for that. Because like I said, I don't want anybody for the surprise or the mystery to be ruined for them. So I'll probably mention it in passing in my videos, but I'm just not going to show it in my videos. Yeah, so we're going to kick up our yarn today, and then I'm going to probably gauge swatch to make sure that I have the right gauge, because my gauge tends to be a little bit loose, but Morgan's trying to correct that. But yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I cannot wait to get started on it. And I think that is all my updates for today, and I did want to end this video by saying I recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you everybody for subscribing to my channel and for just hanging out with me every week. I do love making videos. It's just been something I have enjoyed for a really long time. I just love sitting down and talking about my passion and why I love knitting and sharing what I'm working on, sharing the yarn I get, hearing what you guys are doing. I just love the sense of community that this has brought me. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and being a part of this kind of little family, little community that we have here. And I was kind of shocked because I never thought of myself of having any subscribers. So just having that many just shocks me, honestly. Like, I just never thought I would have more than 10, honestly. So I just want to say thank you so much. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!